it's Snapper Canal.
Yeah, so we are back on Snapper, but this time we've got clams. We've got a variety of comps coming here. No anchors, and we've got a K52 named K52, which is a very fitting username if you ask me. Double Booyah on agenda with that K52 and that K-Pro, and then the homies bringing out a pretty aggressive comp with both that Tri-Slosher and the Octo Burst.
A nice kill on the splatter shot. Let's see if they're able to maintain that pressure on the K-Pro. They're able to pop off. And are they going in to make sure that they maintain the map control? But otherwise, let's see. They're 2 down right now on the agenda. But are the homies able to get in and throw their football? Can they keep making a bigger lead? Let's see and wait for it.
They very much are able. And Luigi here on that Tri-Sauce are able to get 1 pick before they go down. Doesn't look like they're going to get any more follow-up after that 71, but not a bad push. Not too bad of a push. At least they did get some follow-up. And it was very nicely executed as well.
Yes. Let's see if they have another football, and they're able to get more clams. Nice kill by the Bamboo.
Yeah, the Super Clam is jumping around the map. You can see that indicator. That Brush is the one carrying it, and they're able, looks like where are they jumping to? They jumped out to safety, and I believe that is the Beacon Octo Brush, so they're just going to have beacons all over the map. This Bamboo here getting yet another pick, and the homies are able to throw in another Clam.
That was an interesting strat by the Octobrush of just jumping around, making sure they did not die with the football, and then they make sure they're able to stay safe and throw in the football. This is incredible play by them.
It definitely worked. I mean, I don't see things like that very often. That's a full wipe right there on the side of that agenda. Agenda is full wipe. Was it?
Yes.
I feel like I mixed up.
And they're able to get more of a bigger lead. Can they keep up the pressure even though they're 2 down? And it looks like they're backing away. And the agenda is gaining map control. Oh, and it looks like the Octobrush is going in for their strat of jumping around, confusing the other team, able to go in a little bit, and they're doing their strat.
It's a beautiful strat. Unlike anything I've ever seen. There, we're going to see another person go for a swim. That ends up no choice but to just take a dunk in the water, unfortunately for them. And we've got another power clam going in. Octobrush did go down, but they were able to make that work. We've got many little clams as well. This junior here able to throw in many more, and that takes it all the way down to 14. They've got clams under them in mid as well. So unfortunately, that splat bomb's going to deter them from going any further. Luigi also taking a dip. We've got 2 in 1 match. But that also makes the homies take it all the way down to 8, which, I mean, this is the second 8 that we've seen in a couple of sets.
That is right, and the junior was really hungry then just for getting more, putting more clams into the goal. But right now, it looks like they're able to get a football and may score in.
Oh, there we go, another score. Another score and some more clams as well. They've got their teammates bringing them in. They don't have any near them, unfortunately.
Are they going to KO this?
One
they
left.
we need one more.
There we go. So no more 1 remaining for them. That is a game 1 for the homies.
What an interesting strat by the Octobrush.
Yeah, I've seen beacon stuff like that, but never anything with just jumping around until you make it there.
I think the whole point is to just confuse the other team.
Well, it worked.
Are they going left?
It certainly worked.
Are they going right?
Yeah, because you can't predict if somebody's jumping. You don't see where they're jumping to. Like, the only prediction spot you have is the beacons, and the beacon might be halfway across the map.
That is right, and it worked out really great. Let's see if they're able to do some other interesting strat on Rainmaker Black Belly.
Yeah, well, if we go to a game 5 again, we do have Clam Blitz at that end, so that could come into play again, perhaps.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, neither have I.
That worked really well in their favor, though, so glad on the homies.
Yes, good job to them, definitely. We'll be moving on to Rainmaker on Black Belly Skate Park for our next one, so I'm expecting to see a Tri-Slosher or other similar weapon come out.
If we don't see double armor, I'll be amazed.
That's fair, yeah.
But so far, anything could happen with these players, mostly because faces I've never seen, and I just want to know, what is your main weapon? What do you go out? What do you like to play? You know?
What is your main weapon? Very difficult question for some people, unfortunately. Well, I mean, I guess we might be able to tell with the K52, like, setting your username to that and everything is a little bit of a giveaway.
A giveaway, yes. And it looks like we're having basically almost a Kensa meta on
Yeah.
the agenda.
Yeah, almost all of them, that end zap, the lone non-Kenza weapon, but it's an end zap, so I think they get a pass. You know, it's the end zap.
All right, they're keeping the pressure onto the homies and making sure they don't get that Rainmaker. They lose one.
Ooh,
They lose three.
Unfortunate, and so even with all of that, the homies are still able to grab that Rainmaker. Looks like that box is being inked there. Look, they're going to take that as well, all the way to 35, and that is how Black Belly is, high scoring and very fast paced. They're going to get it to 18. They're trying, though they do get taken out very close. They still have 3 remaining, though. 2 now. Corpse Mork there on, I believe that's the junior, if I'm not mistaken. Running and getting a double, which is pretty impressive, and then running out again. They're still there. That Rainmaker is still there as well. And so, yeah, with the both, like, you see this pincer that the homies, that's a Rainmaker. I mean, I want to talk about the way the homies approach the pedestal. They did it from both sides because, as you can see, the green ink on both sides of the pedestal, instead of all 4 of them running for the right side, looks like 2 of them split off and went to the other side, catching the members of Agenda off guard, and that really, really worked out for them. Their whole thing seems to be distraction and confusion.
What a great pincer, especially from the junior, getting that kill on the Rainmaker with their bomb.
Yeah.
It is great to just throw a bomb instead of just running in and trying to get the kill.
I mean, bombs are the name of the game for junior, and that was a textbook pincer. Like, I mean, I didn't even see them coming, and I'm a I have spectator mode, so I think that's pretty impressive.
The junior able to go in and just like, hey, they're gone, they're dead, we gotta go in.
Gone, reduced to atoms.
They did almost a complete wipe onto the agenda, and they immediately went in, got 13. Was it like, okay, let's just keep the pressure on, got the good kill on the Rainmaker, and was able to KO.
Oh yeah. So that's 2 KOs in a row for the homies as well. Let's see if they can keep that streak up on the next one, which is going to be Splat Zone on Inkblot Art Academy.
I would love for the agenda to take this. This would be a really great time for the reverse sweep.
It really is. Hold our hope for that reverse sweep.
But let's wait and see. We have Splat Zone's Inkblot, though.
We do, and it's a very different map mode than the ones that we've been seeing. I feel it's a lot less fast-paced, honestly. It can be, but really, sometimes it's just people fighting over the giant. It's just such a large zone, you know? Like, you ink one half of it, and then you go for the other half, and you turn around, the other half's been inked over.
And whoever's on top, are they the ones, like, maintaining? Because all the time, depending on what it is, the weapon itself, if it's a CDS or it's a long range on top, you need to get rid of them.
Oh, yeah.
Or else they are locking you out.
Yeah.
So we'll wait and see which team has the long range.
I've even seen Explos reign supreme from that high point. Like, anything up there with a decent amount of range is lethal. We're seeing a couple of weapon swaps. We've got a blaster coming out. Ooh.
Interesting. We do have a charger.
Oh, is that a range blaster?
That I believe you're right, with stealth jump on.
Ooh, vanilla range is not something that you see every day, but we have it right here, right now. We've also got on the homies a Fire Fin Splat Charger, which is very common on zones. You've got that Suction Bomb Rush for the area control, and then of course we see on Agenda switches to K-Machine as well as Dark Tetras. So pulling out a couple of different stops here.
It looks like the charger's
Perma Brush too. Wait, this is double armor.
This is a completely different setup as it is.
I didn't even notice the ink brush, but it's certainly there. Sprinklers and armor. What more could you want?
The ink brush really is trying to get a good pick or two and is able to get in, but are they unfortunate? Yes, they are able to get the assist.
Very nice for them, and they've got that armor as well. We've got double armor, and double
and
assist.
3 down.
4, I believe.
And they're able to get that.
Yeah, 3 down. My bad. Yeah.
Able to get that lead.
Yeah.
Can they maintain?
So nice.
Now they just need to maintain like a lockout procedure
And with that charger on the top, that is, I believe they got the snipe on that machine. They get the
Yes.
snipe on the cape road down as well. This is looking very, very good for the homies.
Oh, and the snipe is going into their
Oh.
plat now, which is putting more pressure onto
So
The
much
agenda.
pressure. The agenda. One of them has to jump out, leaving the ends up on their own. We've got 36 points remaining, and we're only a minute and a half in. But you see that machine and those Tetras dropping on the side. Tetra Splashdown get canceled though, and that machine is taken out as well. So unfortunately, that effort was a bust. You see, there is another member. These Tetras doing all they can, but they're just too late. Everybody's
the
dive
homies-
bombing the zone. We've
the
got the
agenda come
special
in.
coming out, but the homies still able to take the game despite all of that getting thrown at them at the end, and we've got another 3-0 set.
immense pressure
Wow.
from the homies, from that charger. Like we
Yeah.
said, if they go on top, complete lockout if
It's
you don't
called
get
King
them
of the
out.
Hill for a reason.
You are definitely right. That was, if they didn't see the Tetras, I think the Tetra could have gotten an easy
Yeah,
triple
but
or
they-
recap the zone.
But they saw them. They saw, like, again, the Tetras and the K Machine, a very good decision for them to go in, I feel. But unfortunately, it just did not work out in their favor. Tetra Splashdown got canceled, Machine went down with them, and that was that.
Yeah, now
unfortunate.
can't do that much when 2 or 3 people are on you while
Yeah.
you're super splashed down. And you know, a lot of the times you could get the good kill on a splashdown.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was definitely a very good effort. I definitely agree with where they were going with that. It just did not end up working out for them.
But what a great game right now.
I mean, they kept that knockout streak going 3 in a row.
Oh, let's see if they can do it in their next match too against another team.
Yeah, good
Keep
luck
up
to
the
them
3-0.
very much. Yeah, yeah. And again, like I said before, we are still going to be seeing all of these teams because nobody gets eliminated in pools. It just means depending on your placement in the pool, you move on to different brackets. First is top 16, second is redemption, third silver, fourth bronze. So it does also mean you get matched up with a little bit more of your closer to your skill level.
Yep.
Like I remember doing a similar round robin tournament where I believe I got put up against my team got put up against one of top I think a team full of top EU players, I believe, and we just immediately got smashed. Like what are you supposed to do when you're a new Div 6 team and you get put up against Guru for life? How are you gonna do?
Definitely have experienced that. It's just back when I was just, little baby and just okay, yeah. It's what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
But we're going to take a little quick break and we'll come right back to you.